Everyone talking about L'Arbre de la Connaissance by Jovoy. This is a fig scent, but that's a little bit different than the typical because it also has sandalwood, patchouli, and some other notes. The notes in this, to be exact, are on top, green notes and citrus. In the mid, black fig. And in the base, fig tree, sandalwood, and patchouli. And the Jovoy say also mentions hints of overripe apples and mushrooms. So maybe I wouldn't have been as surprised about not liking it if I saw that little mushroom note before diving in, but I did not, and I was very unpleasantly surprised by this. So in the opening, even though it says, sandalwood and patchouli are in the base, and usually you just kind of more get a hint of them in the opening, I got blasted. So yes, the fig was there right away, but it was like really overripe fig, almost like banana or something. Ugh, like that amyl salicylate type of note that smells kind of banana-y. And like a powdery, slightly creamy sandalwood. I just don't like sandalwood, so that's on me. But the patchouli is like soapy yet dirty at the same time. And it also somehow smells like, if you uncap a permanent pen, especially the one with like the really big, thick permanent pen type of tips, that like smell from the pen. Or almost like as if this was supposed to be one of those like, fun pens that smells like blueberry or whatever, like Mr. Sketch brand, but about fig. And a major fail at that. Ugh, God. So as it continues, I do find that it gets more palatable for me. Is really the opening that's just, this is by far the least I've ever liked a fig scent. And I love fig, like Philoxicos, Fico di Amalfi. There's so many fig ones that I just think are some of my all-time favorite scents, but this is notable in the opposite direction. It's, So as it continues, it loses a little bit of the sharpness and intensity of the beginning and kind of comes down a bit. And I could see it being fine at that point. I still don't like it, but at least it's dialed back some of the outright olfactory offensiveness to me. Then it becomes kind of a more really mild fig, a bit woodsy, and the dirty patchouli. But even then, there are just so many other scents out there that I find so much more enjoyable even than the best phases of this. This goes for about $150 for a full size. Okay, so this might sound weird because I'm talking shit on it, but I don't think that's unfair. Jovoy is known for their quality. I imagine it's pretty high quality ingredients. Some of this does come down to my taste, no doubt. Sorry, you're not a fan of mushrooms and like overly ripe fruit in fragrance. But I personally wouldn't recommend it because either you don't like figs, you're not going to like this. If you do like figs, there are just so many good ones out there, like I mentioned, that you could hopefully try a lot more before trying this one. If you like this, if you tried it and you love it, maybe it smells differently on your skin chemistry, maybe it smells differently to your nose, by all means wear it. I never want to critique other people's, things that smell really good to them. This is just for me an absolute no. And I, regardless, will put a link in the description where you can get either a bottle or a sample if you do want to try it for yourself, but beware.